Welcome back to the channel where we mix things up, and today we're going to be reacting to the NBA's top 15 small forwards. We've done point guards, shooting guards already, and those are pretty fun. So if you want me to do power forwards and centers, comment down below that you want to do it and smash the like button. So yeah, the small forward position before was the best position in the league. It had LeBron, Kawhi, Jimmy, Butler, Kevin Durant. There was like Jayson Tatum, but now it's kind of fall off a little bit because Jayson Tatum, I think he's a 4 now. Kevin Durant is a 4, but now there's some rising stars like Brandon Ingram. So yeah, so we can see LeBron and Kawhi is probably gonna be LeBron number 1, Kawhi number 2. I don't know, probably like Jimmy number 3. So yeah, so once again, this is no Kevin Durant. He must be related to Draymond. Okay, so if they play at least 500 minutes, there's no Kevin Durant in this. Let's see, so Gordon Hayward, Jayson Tatum is a 3. Okay. So now, your rank. So depending on so I guess the Celtics will have Gordon Hayward and Jayson Tatum. So, we have TJ Warren, Duncan Robinson, OG Anunoby, Kelly Oubre, Joe Ingles. Okay, that looks pretty good. Definitely TJ Warren a bit higher because this is, of course, like, I forgot to say, this is before the bubble. As you can see, it was made on July 8th. So this is all before the bubble. And before the bubble, yeah, he was like number 15. TJ Warren, he became the next Michael Jordan in the bubble. He kind of slowed down when Jimmy Butler was guarding him. So in the first season, he put up 18.7 points and was the leading scorer. Though Domantas Sabonis was 0.2 points behind. So yeah, what sets us apart is his ability to spread the floor. 37% from 3. He was shooting like 50% in the regular season. He still has plenty to desire on the defensive end, yes, but for the team that's missing Victor Oladipo, that's offense is very valuable. I agree. So yeah, I guess number 15 he probably would be up to like number maybe 10, early teens. But yeah, next, Duncan Robinson. I 100% agree with this. If you were watching the Lakers v Heat series, you know Duncan Robinson is so good. Literally shot, like, he put up 26 points against them, 7 for 13 from 3. Oh my, his shooting is so good. He's just like, he's probably a top 5 shooter in the league. But you got Curry, maybe JJ Redick, Joe Harris, just so good. And when you got Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson on the floor at the same time, that 3-point shooting is deadly. So yeah, so he's taking he's taken like almost all of his shots from 3. I mean, that's what he just does. He's a flamethrower. Even though he doesn't dish out a bunch of dimes or lock down the opponent's best player, the impact of his shooting is immense. Definitely, I 100% agree with this. I think he should be even higher even. Next, OG Anunoby, I also agree with this. I don't know if they'll have Will Barton, the guy on the Nuggets. But yeah, I don't know. They might. I mean, I don't think they do. So unless he's top 10, which I don't know. But yeah, so he's just that 3-and-D guy. He's been willing. He hit that, of course, game winner on the Celtics where Kyle Lowry a beautiful pass over Taco Fall. So yeah, his defense ranks in the 84th percentile when he's on the floor. So Ron Artest, Scottie Pippen, and Kawhi Leonard, guys like that, he told when he asked who he pardons his defense after, and Draymond Green. So yeah, so he possesses the tools to get there at the defensive end, can hit the 3 ball. So yeah, so whenever he can carry a big 3-point offensive load, he shoots 38% from 3 on 3.4 attempts, which makes him a prototypical 3-and-D specialist. Nice. Next, let's see. Number 12, we have Kelly Oubre. I agree with this. He had a breakout season this year, and he wasn't in the bubble, but they still won. So I think the Suns might do a Kelly Oubre second pick for Kelly Oubre and the 8th pick to trade up to the Warriors. For the second pick, I think that's a win-win deal. You snag Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball, so that's pretty good. His 3-point percentage of 35 is shy of the league average on 5.5 attempts. He's only 24 years old. The Wizards gave him up for a box of cookies for Trevor Ariza. So yeah, so the defense has been much better when he's on the floor. Though they're just not a good team. Like when there's Mikal Bridges, they do really good. So yeah, so he's a pretty good defender, just another 3-and-D guy. Next, number 11, Joe Ingles. He's been categorized as small forward ever since and has sometimes been the point guard of the Utah Jazz Quinn Snyder era. Okay, he's like OG, like Kelly Oubre, not Duncan Robinson. Okay, they're just 3-and-D guys. Every team wants him. He's a pretty good playmaker. He's number 2 of all small forwards with 1,695 assists. That's pretty good. Let's see. He's a pretty good shooter, can knock down the 3-ball. He's a pretty solid perimeter defender with 6'7", 226 pounds. So, like, when you watch Joe Ingles, he's just going to provide the effort. He's going to provide just, like, the energy, and he's going to provide the shooting. That's just what you want from Joe Ingles. So, number 10, we have Joe Ingles' teammate, Bojan Bogdanovic. I think he is a power forward, and should be a little bit higher. He's pretty underrated. So yeah, Bojan, he's been the second best offensive player on the Jazz. He got injured and missed the whole bubble, and that if they had him, they could maybe beat in the Nuggets, and who knows, the Clippers might have made the conference finals. I don't know. So he averaged 20 points a game, true shooting percentage of 60%. His company is Giannis Antetokounmpo, Devin Booker, James Harden, Damian Lillard, and Chris Middleton. I see Chris Middleton in a lot of this efficiency. That's pretty impressive. Well, he shot 50, 40, 90. Wonder where he'll be at. So yeah, so he's going to provide the good defense. He was on the Pacers last year, and on the Pacers, he kind of slowed down LeBron. So yeah, so he was stepping up after Victor Oladipo got injured. So he knocks down 39% of his threes, and with Utah's playoff stock now needs Mike Conley to be Mike Conley more than ever. He had a season-ending injury for right wrist injury, so that's pretty sad. But Bojan, definitely a little bit underrated. I think he should be a bit higher. 9, Will Barton. Oh, wow, they actually do have him. So yeah, Will Barton, the kitchen sink metrics love Will Barton. He grades as a fringe top 50 player. Sad to see him miss the whole bubble. The Nuggets would really appreciate him, but they still went pretty far, so he might be a trade asset. Every team would want him. He keeps his fouls in trouble. He shoots pretty well on isolation. He's a good defender, and so yeah. So they say he's like a consistent player. He's been huge for the Nuggets. So yeah, so just a bunch of stuff. He's just that perfect role player that the Nuggets need. Can finish, can shoot, can do everything. Yeah, I agree with this. 8, DeMar. Oh, he's oh my God. I don't know how I feel about DeMar DeRozan now. He used to be like a top 5 small forward on the Raptors, but then now that he can't shoot the 3-ball, mid-range specialist, but he's kind of been underrated, I must admit. But DeMar, his net impact is under siege, so yeah, he's had a very little value. It's kind of sad, but the good remains good. He's a good passer out of the pick and roll, and so yeah, so he's still averaging 20 points and 5 assists. I don't think people realize that he's averaging 20 points, because many people don't really watch the Spurs. He used to be a top 25 player, now he's like a top 50 player. Let's see. So, like, not all efficient offense is created equally. He's getting to the rim more often and ranks inside the 99th percentile. Shooting foul percentage, that's pretty good. He just can't shoot the 3-ball. That's kind of sad. And with Russell with the slimmest margins until LaMarcus Aldridge started bombing more threes, yes. So, since then, yeah, he's not the best defensively. He's kind of, I guess, the negative player. But, I mean, sure, I guess DeMar. I mean, he's a bit underrated. I don't know how I feel about DeMar now ever since he left the Raptors. Number 7, Gordon Hayward. I don't also know how I feel about Gordon Hayward, too. Because of that injury, he, of course, missed the first round where they swept the Sixers. He came back. They won a game. But then he was pretty big against the Heat. Yeah, he didn't play against the Raptors, I think. But yeah, he's no longer that 2017 All-Star Utah Jazz Gordon Hayward. He's averaging a career low 2.7 free throws per 36 minutes. I think he needs a new system. I don't think Utah will take him back, but he needs a new scenery. I don't know if he can return back to his all-star form, because he has faced many injuries, and injuries, of course, always a problem in the NBA. It's kind of sad to see people get injured, but Gordon Hayward is just a very interesting player. He can play make. He's a pretty underrated player. He shoots a remarkable 55% inside the arc, 53% on mid-range pull-ups. So yeah, he can be a high-end support for a championship contender, and I guess number 7 is cool. 6, Brandon Ingram. I would have him a bit higher. They do have Jayson Tatum ahead of him. Wait, you got LeBron, Kawhi, Jimmy, Jayson Tatum. Oh, you probably have Chris Middleton. Okay, I can see why. I guess he's not better than Chris Middleton. He averaged like 25 points a game, one of course most improved this year. He's been a knack at spot on balls. His slightly usage percentage, he's been pretty efficient. He's basically like, he's a very good player. As a Lakers fan, I watched him, and in the end of the season, he proved to be pretty well. Of course, he had that, I think, blood clots or something, like Chris Bosh had it. I think so. And he was out for the remainder of the season. But he had some consistent 27 points per game. And then now when Zion was injured, Drew Holiday took a little backseat. And he's been stepping up to like 25 points a game. He was an all-star. He averaged, in the season, 24 points a game. Fourth assist with the shooting percentage of 59%. The only other player to do that is Michael Jordan at age 22. Very good company, of course. So yeah, he's clutch, can hit the 3-ball now. He can play kind of off ball. But yeah, so ever since Zion come back, they've been winning. Sure, they didn't do the best in the bubble, but he still has so much young talent. Hopefully the Pelicans re-sign him in restricted free agency. Number 5, Jayson Tatum. This is of course before the playoffs, so he should definitely be higher than, I'm guessing Chris Middleton is up there. But yeah, he definitely should be. No, he's better than Chris Middleton. That's pretty obvious now. He's a superstar. He's coming up. And yeah, he's just been so good in the playoffs. He's stepped to 25 points a game. He's one of my favorite players in the league. So yeah, his pull-up game is so good. He can just do everything. Sure, he does have some playmaking is okay. He has a low. So yeah, he does have some few turnovers from watching him. But yeah, so alongside Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and of course, Kemba Walker, I think the Celtics can be the future of the league. People forget, this guy is 22 years old. He's 22 years old. He has like, what, 10 more years of his prime, even like 12 more years? He's going to be a superstar in the league. Unless there's injuries, of course. Number 4, yeah, Chris Middleton. The Bucks need a second star. I don't know if Chris Middleton is that second star. I think he is in the regular season. I don't know in the playoffs. He kind of stepped up when Giannis got injured. But he is in the traditional number 2. He almost shot 50, 40, 90. He's tied with the highest true shooting percentage with Damian Lillard. And he's, of course, can do everything, can defend. But I don't know if the Milwaukee wants to change it up. He is definitely overpaid, getting like $30 million a year. They should have re-signed Brogdon. Of course, we're upset by the Miami Heat, who eventually made the finals. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him as a second option. As a third option, he's great. But like Milwaukee, I don't know if they're going to try to get like a Bradley Beal or Chris Paul. I think they should definitely go for Chris Paul. But I guess number 4, I'd have Tatum over him. Yeah, I would switch Tatum and Chris Middleton. Number 3, Jimmy Butler. I 100% agree with this. He's better than Tatum. They beat him. So this is of course before the playoffs. So now he's been even better, putting up 35 and 40 triple-double. It's insane. His defense has been really good. He's been the leader of the Heat that they need. Sure, he kind of gassed down in Game 6 where he had only like 12 points. He still had 8 assists and like 7 rebounds. But yeah, so he definitely deserves the credit for keeping the Heat afloat on defense. Of course, there's Bam Adebayo, who's been much better. And yeah, so definitely he's been stepping up. He is a winner. No one can question that. He silenced the doubters, no doubt, by this playoff run. Number 2, yes, we have Kawhi Leonard. And yeah, number 1, LeBron. So yeah, Kawhi made a mistake signing with the Clippers. Of course, they got, I don't know why they got pandemic P or way off P. But yeah, definitely a bad decision. He should have stayed in Toronto. Or should have even signed with, I don't think he should have signed with the Lakers. Because everyone wants it to be a competitive league. And if he signed with the Raptors, he probably could have made the finals, no doubt, with Kyle Lowry. He is not a leader. It's just the truth. He's just going to be the best player on the team, but he's not the leader. Kyle Lowry was the leader on the Raptors. So yeah, and then number 1, LeBron. He's the best player in the league, better than Giannis, no doubt. He's the Finals MVP for 4 championships. So yeah, that's going to be the list. Reviewing it, we have TJ Warren, Duncan Robinson, OG, Kelly Oubre, Joe Ingles, Bojan, Will Barton, DeMar, Gordon Hayward, Brandon Ingram, Jayson Tatum, Chris Middleton, Jimmy Buckets, Kawhi Leonard, and LBJ. So yeah, that's the video, and I thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see the power forwards and centers list, then comment down below, and I'll see you all next time.